Now we're going to get into some of the fun features of this map. You can pan and zoom and click your way around both the map and the project names in the sidebar, but you can also search. So you start to get a better idea of narrowing down the projects that you're interested in and where they are. I'll point out at this point we want to zoom all the way back out to the entire U.S. map. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh my browser window at the top. And that's drawing the map back, zoomed out to the mainland and centered in the middle of the U.S. And now I'm going to go back over and start to use some of these filter project tools. So we can start to narrow down which projects we're really interested in. The first way to search for projects is using what's called our LID practice type. And on the map we have 8 different categories that you can search by. And these categories are used to color the markers on the map. So that's why you see a variety of different colors. So you can see on this particular bar here you have multiple, which is a rainbow. We also have bioswale, which is red. We have bioretention and rain gardens, which are colored yellow. Cistern and rain barrel is a blue-purple. We have stormwater wetlands, which is a lighter blue. We also have green roofs, which are a green. We have a brown, which is permeable pavement practices. A pink, which is water conservation. And an other category. If the LID practice does not necessarily fit into any other one particular category, it will be colored purple for other. And on the side, you can see the breakdown count for how many projects on the map fall into each of these categories. So if we look at the side of that, you'll see that, let's say for green roofs, we currently have 17 green roof projects drawn on this map. So if I wanted to go ahead and start searching by a particular category, let's say I'm interested in seeing where all the bioretention and rain garden projects are in the U.S., I'll take my cursor and click on that checkbox next to the bioretention rain garden. And it goes ahead and filters all the projects and looking for their LID practice type. It displays on the map only the projects that have bioretention or rain gardens with them and only draws those markers on the map. It also limits the names in the menu on the left sidebar to those projects that have bioretention and rain garden practices. So now I only have 30 projects being displayed there. If I wanted to see one of these projects, I can just click on the name on the side, or I can click on a marker on the map. The other nice thing is that if I'm not interested in only bioretention and rain garden projects, but I also want to see those projects that also use bioswales, the search is cumulative. It builds on each parameter that you choose. So I'm going to go ahead now and click on the bioswale checkbox. So now I'm limiting my search to those projects that have both bioswale and bioretention rain gardens. So on my map, I get the bioswale projects and the bioretention rain garden projects drawn on the map. And on the sidebar, the list of project names has been adjusted to show all those projects that meet that search criteria. If I wanted to clear a search and start over, I can go ahead and click on this blue bar, Show All Projects, and it will show all the projects, clear my search criteria, and show all the projects. If you were zoomed in to a particular part of the state and you clicked that button, you would be zoomed back out to the entire map as well. Another way to search is we can limit by state. So if you are only interested in projects, let's say in Rhode Island, we would click on this drop-down menu here, and we can scroll down to the bottom, and we found Rhode Island. And we'll go ahead and click on Rhode Island to filter the projects, only showing those projects that are in Rhode Island. And once again, it redraws the markers based on my search criteria and only lists on the left sidebar the markers that match the search criteria of Rhode Island. The other nice way to search is I can use the land use type feature. Let's say I have to find some projects that are limited to a particular land use type. So before I run that search, I'm going to show all projects. The map will zoom out again and redraw all the projects, clearing my search criteria. And I'm going to go ahead and search land use type based on the choices that are available in this drop-down menu. So I can search by all types. I can search by civic and public. I can search by commercial. I can search by mixed use. And I can search by other if it's not one of these other land use types. Or I can search by residential. So in this particular case, let's say I'm interested in how many residential land use types, how many homeowners are adopting low-impact development projects across the nation. So I'll go ahead and click on residential, and it will filter the projects that are on a residential land use property across the nation. And it looks like we have a few. It's found 15 projects if I look at the left sidebar there. And again, this search is cumulative, so as I add search criteria, it will add it to the search. So let's say I'm really just interested in those residential projects that are in California. So I'm going to click on the state search drop-down menu, and I'll go ahead and choose California. And now my search has been updated so that it's only showing those residential projects that are in California. And I can go one further and ask it to only show projects in California that are residential that are using bioswale as the LID project type. So I'll go up to the filter projects, check the checkbox next to bioswale, and there it's limited my projects even further, and I've found exactly what I'm looking for, hopefully.